Hey guys, welcome back to Let's Play Kirby Super Star. I'm PhilInTheBlanks, and we're going to go to the second game, Dynablade. There we go, yeah. And I don't need to explain copy, but apparently you want to anyways. I like Dynablade. It's more of a traditional Kirby game. You got each individual levels. It's still super short. There's only 4 main levels and a major boss. But it's still a fun, quick game. Use cutter. I pretty much use whatever's around. I do have a couple favorites that I like to use, but I use pretty much all of them. They're all pretty darn good in this game. Though cutter's pretty badass. I mean, let's see if I can do the combo here. Love that. That's just awesome. And for anyone who you've probably seen or guessed, that's the final cutter, which was used in Smash Brothers, which is Kirby's up special. I was saying in last episode, there's a lot of fun things that Kirby Super Star introduced to the series that I actually really wish they kept around. The closest thing to this game is Kirby's Return to Dreamland. But there's so many things that they added in this that I don't know why they didn't keep. One of them, like I've already said, is that powers can be used in so many different ways. Like cutter's more than just this. I can move the cutter up. Oh no, you can't do that in this one. But you know, you can jump and slash downwards at close combat. I can do that thing here, dash, do that, and all the powers have a bunch of different ways to use it. It makes it, I don't know, every power feels so good. Another thing is that in almost every other Kirby game, ooh, sword. Almost every other Kirby game, you have instead of a life bar like I have here, where I can each hit takes a different amount of it, depending on the severity of the hit. In all the other Kirby games. In all the other Kirby games, they're individual hits. Like you have 6 hits. It doesn't matter what hits you, you have 6 hits. And I'd rather have a bar. And a couple Kirby games have done it. I think Amazing did it. I'm not sure if Amazing Mirror did or not. But Kirby's Return to Dreamland did it, and I don't know why they ever changed that. It's to me, it's a much better conveyance of your life. I'm not gonna get Crash. I'll fight the chef one-on-one. There we go. I'm gonna use Chef too, just for fun. And I'll keep the computer around, that way I can use Sword right afterwards, but I just like using Chef right here because it's fun to get all these guys. And it's kind of morbid, really. Like, Kirby's, like, literally cooking these guys, and he's so happy about it. He's probably the most... I don't know, he's the creepiest serial killer in video game history. And with that, we go through the sparkly door, and we're done. You got the traditional gold game. Usually it's like jumping on clouds or whatever, but I like how it's a cannon this time. And it went up. I'm actually surprised, the remake of this game, Kirby Super Star Deluxe, or no, Kirby Super Star Ultra? Is it? Wow, I can't remember it all of a sudden. Anyways, in that, it's a remake and it's really good. And it's co-op, like this one, but for some reason, it uses the what am I trying to say? The helper system, like in this game, and I think that's weird because they should have just used the colored Kirbys like they do in a lot of the other Kirby games with multiplayer. That way, both players could use a Kirby character and not have to rely on Kirby to get powers. Well, it's not really a big deal though, I guess. I guess I need a power to get that. Whoop. Very cool power here, Ninja. Very cool power. Love that. Fall through here. Get a 1-up. There's a lot of 1-ups in this game. Not that they're really needed. Oh, I love how the ninja can do this. Wall climb, which is badass. Or I could... Wow, he destroyed me. Alright, I'm gonna need some help. Kinda want to try to be careful. right here, we need Mirror to get this. So I'm going to make Biospark the ninja helper. That way I can get ninja right afterwards. There we go. I do like that about the partners idea, because you can save your powers if you need to. There we go. Getting these things open up secret paths. And before the level started, you could see on the level itself that there was kind of like an extra little path growing from it, and that's symbolizes that there can be that there can be there's a hidden exit. There's only 2 in Dynablade, so it's not really a big deal, and they're super easy to find. I'll stick with Mirror this time. And there was some health like right over there, wasn't there? Yeah, there totally was. 1 death already in a Kirby game. That's bad. I like Mirror. Mirror's one you don't see very often. It's really fun. Blocks projectiles too, which is really cool. It's a little thing. I'm not sure how many people notice this, but I actually noticed this pretty recently. Someone actually told it to me. The helper for Mirror, his name is Samir, and if you make one of the R's into an L, it's like pronounced similar, and I think that's actually a really cool idea, because mirror, similar. I don't know, maybe I'm just kind of being racist, and that's not what it is at all. But someone told me about that, and I thought it was really cool. Oh, here we get tire, or wheel, actually. I like wheel. Oh, you son of a bitch! That's why I don't like the partners, because they do stuff like that. But enemies respawn, so it's not a big deal. In Kirby's Adventure, the first Kirby game with powers, there's a lot of... Oh, well, there's a wheel pedestal there anyways. Anyways, there's a lot of places to use wheel in that game, and they're a lot of fun. They're little obstacle courses, and if you're fast enough, you're rewarded with something at the end. And they're some of my favorite parts of Kirby's Adventure. Here we get Hammer. And I'm just flailing around right now. There we go. I think the most powerful attack in the game is your like star spit, or whatever you want to call it, when you spit things back at enemies. And this too, upwards attack with Hammer. I think those are the strongest in the game. Here we go, secret door. A bunch of 1-ups. Oh, so close. Oh, still 1-up. We have a little E there. It's actually like a little mini boss that kind of travels around. It's just a small boss. Oops. There we go, super fast, even though I got hit a bunch of times. That's Fighter. That was Suplex. Fighter's also one of my favorites. It's pretty badass. And here's the secret exit that we found led up to here. And it's a power gallery. Allows you to go in and get not every power in the game, but quite a lot. I find that really cool. And Hammer is here. I'll stick with Fighter for now. And as I said, there is another secret exit in not this upcoming level, but the next level. And that'll, I think, gives you another power gallery with all the powers. I love this music. Kirby games have always had really good music, but Kirby Super Star, I don't know, there's a lot of original music in this game that isn't from a lot of the other Kirby games. And they're just great. I don't know why I like this game so much. It just feels different from a lot of the other Kirby games. I don't even really know what it is. It's just something about it feels different than the main Kirby games. I love that. Alright, I can just press up. There we go. I love these guys. They're so cute. They don't do anything. They don't try to hurt you. You just kill them anyways. Oh, that's another difference from this Kirby game and most other Kirby games. Most other Kirby games, pretty much every... just running through enemies. pretty much every enemy can be killed in a single hit. And, oh wow. And this one's not like that. Some enemies take more hits, depending on the strength of your attack. And I like that. Like those big, burly, like bear-type enemies, they take a lot of hits. And that's good. They should take a lot of hits. They're giant. Oh, okay. I'm not being careful at all. Here we have death. But no, that's Yo-Yo. That is my favorite power in the entire game. I'm definitely gonna go get it. Doesn't really matter that I'm dying, to be honest. I have 10 lives. Yo-Yo. Greatest power. So cool. I feel like Ness from Earthbound. I love how I keep dying right before I can get health back. Shows how much attention I guess I'm paying. Concentrating too much on talking, I guess. I'm gonna keep Yo-Yo. I like Yo-Yo a lot better than I like Ice. Though Ice was really improved in this one. In Kirby's Adventure, Ice and Freeze were actually two different powers. Ice was kind of like a forward projectile, kind of, well, not projectile, but like he would breathe forward, but Freeze would be like kind of a, it would form ice all around Kirby. And in this, it's the same power, just different button input. They did the same thing with Fire as well. In Kirby's Adventure, Fire and Fireball were two different powers. Fire being a kind of breath attack like Ice is, and Fireball just being like a Kirby turns into a fireball, launches himself forward. But in this, it's just fire, and you have both. Fire and Fireball, just different inputs. And that's a lot smarter. And it pisses me off that in a lot of the later Kirby games, they decided to make Fire and Fireball like two different ones, or that you couldn't do one with the other. I don't know, it's silly to make them different powers. That's Bugsy. His power is Suplex, one of the funner ones. One of the funner powers in the game. Not even close to the end. But we get another one up. So, in case I die 12 times, which I really hope I don't. Here's the last full level in Dynablade. Oof, that was close. I think I actually need to use fire here for a cannon. Or do I? No, I guess not. I love Yo-Yo. It's just cool. And there we go. Oh, nothing there. That was pointless. There we go. My timing's not very good, apparently. Just kind of mowing down enemies. Oh, here I'm gonna get Wing. Tired of you now. I'm kind of ADHD when it comes to powers. I like switching a lot. Oh, well, that wasn't smart. If I kept Yo-Yo, I could have gotten that. But I like Wing. It's really fun to fly around with that, because you fly a lot faster with Wing than you do with regular Kirby. And when you're invincible, you fly even faster, and whew. Oops. There we go. Ah, here we need fire. So I'm gonna keep Bird on as my helper, so I can go back to Wing. I like these sections with the cannons. They're always little, well, not always, but I like how when they're like little puzzles where you have to light the wick and then really hurry to the cannon. Oh, there's nothing really great here. That was kind of pointless. Oh well. Back to Wing. There's a lot of powers in this game that they never really brought back, and that just annoys me. Here, I think, is that secret. Yeah, there you go. Not a very secret. But there's a lot of powers in this game that they didn't bring back in a lot of Kirby games. Wing is one of them. I think Kirby's Return to Dreamland is the only other Kirby game with Wing, and I'm like, why? Yo-Yo, same thing. Like, bring these back. They were good. A lot of the later Kirby games stuck with just with fire, ice, needle, you know, like those. I mean, they're good, and I gotta hand it to the other Kirby games for doing things like Kirby 64, how it combines powers. Sure, there's a lot of useless powers in the game, but there's a lot of good ones. And in Kirby's Dream Land 2 and 3, you had the animal helpers, which again brought some variety to the powers, but I'd rather just have oh, come on, Phil. I'd rather just have a bunch of powers and a bunch of different ways to use them. No combining, nothing like that. Just let me use cool powers. And don't tell me I'm going to die again. Okay, there we go. I really got to start paying attention. We have some mini bosses. Oh, God. That was bad. There we go. Bomb is cheap, I'll admit. Bomb is super cheap. It's stand there and pummel your enemy. It's fun to use, though. But I am going to switch over to Hammer. And it's so powerful. Just one of those will kill them. But you do really have to be really close. Hammer's hard to use properly. But it's a lot of fun. And that's the end of that level. Oh, that was a good one. Woo, made it. 3 1-ups. So I have 16 tries against Dynablade. I don't think I'll need that many, but just in case. Let's go check out this extra secret that we found. And yeah, it's just another another weapon gallery for all the rest of the weapons. Or powers, I mean. You even have Crash, which is really cool. Crash is a one-time use, so you could use it against the boss. Then you'd have nothing. I'm just going to stick with Hammer. I like fighting Dynablade. It's one of the funner boss battles in this game. Woo! Do you have to be close? Maybe I'm going to try a different thing. Okay, I'm not going to use Hammer here. It's not worth it. That was close. Oh, but I missed there. So maybe I should have brought Crash instead of just doing nothing. I'm doing okay though. Oh, he's gonna... Dang. And there's a perfect way to use guard there. Oh, one more hit. And we're good to go. Oh, and it turns out all this time, Dynablade was just getting food for her chicks. And Kirby's just mean. He's gonna push it over a cliff. Oh no. Never mind, just gonna bring them to Wispy Woods to get some food. Wispy doesn't look happy. He's like, those are my apples. You jerks. Also, is it just me or do they look like they have saddles? Like the way Yoshi does. I've always thought that. There we go. Apparently Dynablade's a terrible mother and couldn't figure out how to feed and teach her chicks to fly, so Kirby had to do it. Went a little longer than I wanted to, so we'll do the next game, Gourmet Race, which is super short. We'll do that next time with some Great Cave Offensive. As you can see, we unlocked Revenge of Meta Knight, which we won't do for a while. But next time, Gourmet Race, and we'll start Great Cave Offensive. Next time on next time on Let's Play Kirby Superstar.